Alright, hello everyone, it is Susie here, and we're back playing 80 Days. And I have a cat attacking my arm. On the last part, we're on the Transcontinental Express on day 58. We're currently, hopefully, going to be making our way to New York. We reboarded the Transcontinental Express to continue our journey on to New York. Yay! Converse. I am at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Passport, there you are. Health? I am in roaring health, but we must make haste. Journey? You must find a route that will get us as close as possible to Europe. Yeah, believe me, I'm trying. I am trying so hard. The train had made a few runs across the country now, and the staff were getting into their stride. Cheerful service, but a firm hand were required. Good to know. Okay, here comes Chicago, which we just passed. Converse. Greetings, Monsieur Durant. Good day, mister. We want to go... New York. My father worked in New York when the ice winter refrigerators suffered a fire. Can't we go New York to somewhere different? On the subject of trains, Atlanta to Chicago, Atlanta to Washington. This isn't helpful. Washington to Punta Delgado, Puerto Marrakesh. At least that sounds more European. No, okay. He is one of the richest men in Europe. Oh, Reykjavik? I have heard it said that there are dinosaurs in Iceland, but it cannot be true. To Lisbon. The fastest way to Lisbon from here is from Washington. Narnartark is one of the longest places on the earth. The last place you'd expect to find anyone you know. Ginger tablets? What a marvelous idea. Let's ask about Nanartalk. To Nassau? Well, the quickest way to hear from Nassau is through Atlanta. To Snowden? Okay, so we acquired some new information. Oh, apparently Winnipeg connects here. Washington to... Where you going, train? Where you going? I had to look at a cat and I missed where it was going. New York to... I want whatever that route might be. The train rumbled along towards the east coast. I began to discuss with other passengers how we might depart from New York. It seemed there had been a steamer to Queenstown in Ireland, but had been run out of business by the... Oh my gosh, stupid cat. By an airship company, which now made the same 8-day crossing in 3. Ooh. Wait. It seemed there had been a steamer to Queenstown in Ireland, but it had been run out of business by an airship company, which now made the same 8-day crossing in 3. It seemed an excellent prospect. However, there was a catch. It's eye-bruisingly expensive, my confidant told me. They're robbing you, and not ashamed to admit it. There are no other companies, I asked. Not to London, but you can fly to Reykjavik that's halfway home. I thank my informant and return to Monsieur Fogg. Schrodinger! What is your issue right now, baby? This is going to be the one that goes to Ireland. Oh, it goes all the way to London. Woo! Okay. Converse. This is Monsieur Fogg. What is your wish, master? Let's ask about the journey. Day 58, I believe. We must keep going. Health. Very good. Alright guys, we are in New York. We arrived late in the afternoon rather than the morning. I felt strangely energized as we disembarked and eager to explore the New York amidst what the American writer Mark Twain called the Gilded Age, a city of glory and corruption, greed and industry. Alright, we made it. Okay, let's plan. I want to take this route. We have the money for it. Straight to London. It leaves in 2 days. Can we negotiate? The partial Englishman's wardrobe should change their mind. If we do that, we can still afford it. So let's go here. Let's go hotel. We'll pass the night here. Good plan, sir. I was pickpocketed in New York. I trusted to my... I seized the thief's hand Still in my pocket. You were tangled with the wrong Frenchman, I exclaimed in triumph. The little thief looked up at me with thick lashed eyes. I realized belatedly that the thief was a young girl, barely 10. I released my grip slightly, and she took the opportunity to curse in a thick Irish accent and bite me. I cursed volubly, and she paused, an expression of admiration on her grimy face. What was that last word? She asked, brown eyes wide. I taught it to her. And she gave me an approving smile. Use it wisely, as I advised. Of course. What do you take me for? She exclaimed. I looked down at my bloody arm. Truly it was a sultry lesson not to let my guard down to strange climes. I should report you. Don't steal again, I commanded sternly as she returned my possessions. She agreed she would not ever again. Cross her heart, though her expression was shifty. I relaxed my grip, and she slithered away and lost herself in the crowd. I made my way back to our hotel before anything more untoward could befall my person. Day 60, Monsieur Fogg murmured that night in his sleep, and still some distance yet to travel. I know, but I'm trying. When does this depart? Embark to Henrietta at 10 a.m. We can still go to the market. Okay. We need the market. 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, market. Okay, so let's sell a bunch of stuff. Let's sell this. Sold. Let's sell that because it doesn't seem useful. Let's sell that because we're not going to need it. Let's sell, I don't know, the Stetson. Let's get a harmonica. Oh, and a railway whistle. If we move that there, we can get this. But we don't really need it. Okay. Oh my god. Don't miss the train. The boat. Don't miss the boat. Oh, Belém to Dakar. Reykjavik to London. Okay, we need to depart. Embark. Hire extra space. Go. We have 412. Oh my god, guys. This is not looking good. We left New York aboard the Henrietta, an old Confederate airship converted to transatlantic mail carrier. We would reach London in 3 days, barring an unexpected delay. Don't say things like that. You'll jinx it. I am at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Passport, you have an undivided attention. Journey? We cannot afford to lose a single day. London. Regrettably nothing. Cambridge. Have you heard that the last bank in Cambridge has closed? The world does not seem to be in a good place. The ocean tore along beneath us. I enjoyed talking to no one. There was nothing I needed to know, no one to charm, flatter, or beguile into giving us aid. There was only the wind and the time, and we could control neither. Passport, my master demanded. Make us go faster, if you would. I approached the captain. Faster, you say? It can be done, but it would destroy the engines. We want no risk, no danger. Then I promise you, we will be in London in 2 more days. Blah, blah, blah. Dyslexic much, Susan? Let's tend to Fogg. If we can get him home in, like, perfect health, that would be... A game of dominoes with you? How enjoyable! Monsieur Fogg looked out of the observation deck windows with perfect calm, and there was no reason to be concerned. We were safely within our 80-day window. I could not wait to stride into the Reform Club and claim our prize. I spent the remaining time... embarking on the writing of this account, though I found already the details of our early adventures had grown vague and indistinct. Come on, let's go. Wait! Adventurer Fogg, expected back shortly. You know we are! We're almost there. Oh, come on. Come on. We tethered at the airship dock in Hyde Park and felt, for the first time in 62 days, the feel of English soil under our shoes. At long last, we returned to London and in good time to win the wager. Yay! Go team! Return! Achievement unlocked. No banks. Achievement unlocked 80 days. Achievement unlocked 70 days. Woo! I seized my master by the collar and threw him into one of the steam carriages, idling on the banks of the Serpentine in Hyde Park. To the Reform Club! I shouted. Before ejecting the driver from his seat and taking the wheel myself, I threw a lever and opened the throttle. The driver's curses were drowned by the shrieking whistle of the boilers. There is no need for such unseemly haste, Passport, my master noted, but I was a man possessed. The streets of London seemed comforting and familiar as they flashed past my well-traveled eyes. The carriages were mostly horse-drawn, and gas lamps rather than electricity lit our way as we raced down Pall Mall. The carriage barely shuddered to a steam-hissing stop before I dragged my master from his seat and up the steps to the imposing doors of the Reform Club. I released him only when we reached the great salon, where... my master's 5 antagonists from stood from their chairs, gaping in an attitude of great shock. Monsieur Fogg only straightened a little and said in his calm voice, "Gentlemen, here I am." The room erupted into cheers. Where had the crowd come from? And I staggered to the nearest chair and collapsed heavily into it, my hands shaking. I realized, as though a spell had suddenly been broken, that we had succeeded. And my master had won £20,000. With the 4,000 we began with and our remaining funds, it was a profit of over 16,000, hardly a meager sum. My heart began to beat again, and I saw for the first time the heavily moustached man serving drinks behind the bar. None other than Monsieur Fix. He nodded to me silently, one rich man's servant to another. I pushed my way through to Monsieur Fogg, who had nearly been swallowed by congratulatory crowds. "You have won them, bet, monsieur," I told him, and seized my master by the hand and shook it, as though we were two equals and not merely a master in service. Monsieur Fogg pressed my hand warmly and did not remark even once upon the impropriety of the gesture. Indeed, though his cool gaze did not so much as waver or soften, I believe he welcomed the chance to shake my hand. "Any gentleman would be fortunate to call you his valet, and you have been a worthy companion to me besides," Monsieur Fogg said, and I knew that, from him, there could be no higher praise. Mr. Fogg, one of the journalists in the crowd cried, interrupting our conversation. "What next for the great adventure of Phileas Fogg and his loyal valet, Passepartout?" My master looked at me, and I returned the glance. I have always wondered what is at the center of the earth. I looked around at faces of the assembled crowd and quirked an eyebrow. "Anyone care to make a wager?" Monsieur Fogg refrained from rolling his eyes. "I believe," he said, with great deliberation, "that tonight I will have supper and go to bed. Come, Passepartout, it grows late." "Yes, Monsieur Fogg," I said, and followed. Yay, your journey around the world is complete. Oh my gosh, guys, I am super happy. We did it! I wasn't sure we would make it. The time-celebrated Englishman Phileas Fogg wins the round-the-world wager. Journey completed in 62 days, despite the sheer size of the world. Oh my goodness, we visited 18 out of 169 cities, traveled quite a lot of miles. We like trains. Finishing balance, nice. Wow. Well, this is interesting. Good job. Character, dependable. Manner, collected. Valeting, remarkable. Relations with Fogg, comfortable. Ooh, and now it's repeating. Okay. There we go, we can control the globe. I feel like we were doing really well, except for this, like, little detour here. I mean, everything else looks really, really good. And here, this was, like, unfortunate as well. And this was unavoidable, I felt. But we made a really good trek across America. So that was good. I almost wonder, like, there were some places at the top of the globe. And I wonder if you kind of, like, did that to circumvent, if it worked better. Anyway, guys, that has been our first attempt at Around the World in 80 days. I thoroughly expected not to manage it in 80 days, which is why I was calling it the first attempt. Because I was like, well, if we fail, we have to do it again. However, there is an achievement for getting around the world in 40 days, and we might have to try and get that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please take care, stay happy, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!